Have you ever felt an annoying itch on your legs, neck, chest, or hands that just won't go away? Persistent itching in unexpected places is more than a minor nuisance. It could be your body signaling something serious, especially as you age. In this video, we dive deep into 5 critical areas where itching might point to underlying health issues, from poor circulation and nerve problems to organ dysfunction. If you've ever wondered what your skin is trying to tell you, this is your chance to find out. By watching until the end, you'll uncover the surprising causes behind that relentless itch and gain practical, life-changing tips to manage symptoms and protect your well-being. You'll learn how conditions like peripheral artery disease, diabetes, or even kidney issues could be at play, and what to do about them. We'll share expert strategies, from lifestyle tweaks to when to see a doctor, empowering you to take control of your health. Plus, you'll discover how to prevent complications like infections or chronic discomfort that could disrupt your daily life. Don't miss out. This knowledge could be the key to feeling better and staying healthy. Stick with us to unlock these insights, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to join our community dedicated to thriving as we age. Let's get started. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Lower legs and feet. Persistent itching in the lower legs and feet is not just a minor inconvenience. It can be an early warning sign of serious underlying health issues, especially as we grow older. For many of us, these nagging sensations of discomfort are often dismissed as part of the aging process, but they can indicate a deeper, often more complex problem that should not be overlooked. As we age, our circulatory system inevitably weakens. The blood flow to our extremities, such as our legs and feet, becomes less efficient, and this lack of circulation can show up in some very uncomfortable ways, itching being one of the most common and frustrating symptoms. When blood circulation slows, the skin in our lower legs and feet starts to suffer, becoming dry and itchy. It's not just an annoying itch that comes and goes. Sometimes it's accompanied by noticeable swelling, pain, and a general sense of discomfort that can interfere with daily life. If you've ever found yourself scratching your legs in a desperate attempt to find relief, only to have the irritation persist or even worsen, you're not alone. This is especially common among older adults, and it's something that should not be brushed aside. One of the conditions most often associated with this persistent itching is peripheral artery disease, PAD. PAD is a serious condition where the arteries in the legs become narrowed or blocked by plaque buildup, restricting the flow of blood. This is more than just a minor inconvenience. It's a silent but dangerous problem that can lead to severe complications. The reduced circulation in the legs can lead to not only itching but also skin texture changes. The skin becomes fragile, dry, and discolored. Worse still, sores or ulcers may develop and heal slowly, leaving you with even more discomfort and concern. The lack of proper oxygen and nutrients reaching the skin makes it vulnerable to irritation, leading to that incessant itching feeling that can sometimes feel unbearable. As blood and fluid accumulate in the lower legs, it leads to swelling, further compounding the discomfort. But there's another common culprit that exacerbates these symptoms, and it's a condition that so many older adults grapple with: diabetes. For those living with diabetes, particularly those who have had it for years, one of the most troubling complications is diabetic neuropathy. This condition occurs when high blood sugar levels damage the nerves, most commonly affecting the feet first and sometimes creeping up the legs. The result? A range of uncomfortable sensations, including numbness, tingling, and yes, persistent, unexplained itching. The worst part is that, unlike with some conditions where you can see the inflammation or infection, this itching occurs without visible symptoms. You scratch, but there's no relief. On top of this, diabetes interferes with the skin's natural ability to retain moisture. As a result, the skin becomes excessively dry, cracked, and prone to irritation. This becomes a vicious cycle. Dry skin only worsens the itching, which leads to even more scratching, which damages the skin and opens the door for infections to set in. It's incredibly frustrating and, if left untreated, can turn into something much more serious. As winter rolls around and the air becomes drier, many of us find the itching gets even worse. It's almost as if the colder months conspire against us, intensifying the discomfort. But here's the thing. Scratching may offer temporary relief, but it can do more harm than good. The damage to the skin can cause cuts, abrasions, or even small open sores that are prone to infection. And once the skin is damaged, it becomes even harder for it to heal, prolonging the discomfort and increasing the risk of further complications, like persistent sores or infections that refuse to heal. So what can we do about it? First and foremost, regular checkups with your healthcare provider are essential, especially if you're dealing with conditions like PAD, diabetes, or high blood pressure. Routine visits will allow your doctor to monitor circulation and address any underlying health issues before they become more serious. It's easy to ignore small symptoms, but they can often be the first warning signs of something more significant. Your healthcare provider might recommend several strategies to help alleviate discomfort and improve circulation. Medications that enhance blood flow or reduce inflammation may be necessary in some cases. Physical therapy can help increase circulation, and certain lifestyle changes can make a big difference, such as regular low-impact exercise like walking. Compression stockings are often recommended for people with circulatory problems. They work by improving blood flow in the legs and reducing swelling. And, of course, proper self-care is essential. Moisturizing your skin regularly can help prevent dryness, and staying hydrated can promote overall skin health. A healthy, balanced diet can also support your circulatory system, ensuring that your body has the nutrients it needs to function at its best. The bottom line is this: if you're dealing with persistent itching, swelling, or discomfort in your lower legs and feet, don't just brush it off as part of the aging process. It could be a sign of an underlying circulatory issue or other serious conditions that need attention. By taking proactive steps to monitor your health and seeking medical advice when necessary, you can alleviate discomfort and improve your quality of life. 2. Back of the neck. Itching on the back of the neck is more than just an annoying, fleeting sensation. While it may seem like a minor inconvenience, it can sometimes be a subtle warning sign of something far more significant happening in the body, particularly when it comes to nerve function and spinal health. As we age, our bodies inevitably undergo wear and tear, and the back of the neck can be one of the first places to show it. One of the most common culprits behind this type of itching is cervical spondylosis, a condition that results from the gradual degeneration of the spine. The discs and joints in the cervical neck region begin to deteriorate, causing them to lose their shock-absorbing ability and leaving the nerves vulnerable to irritation or even compression. It's a frightening thought, but this seemingly harmless itch could be linked to nerve issues that need to be addressed before they worsen. Cervical spondylosis is often associated with the natural aging process, but its impact on your life can be profound. When the discs, bones, and ligaments in the cervical region are under pressure or misaligned, they can pinch or irritate the nerves emerging from the spinal cord. The result? A persistent, uncomfortable itching sensation that can radiate down the neck, shoulders, or even the upper back. It's a strange feeling, an itch that seems to come out of nowhere, often accompanied by tingling or numbness. This sensation is not just annoying. It's a clear signal that something deeper within your spine is causing stress on your nervous system. Posture plays an essential role in this process. Many of us, particularly as we get older, find ourselves spending more time sitting or standing for extended periods. Whether it's from work or other daily activities, prolonged periods of poor posture put added strain on the cervical vertebrae. When the spine is misaligned, especially in the neck, the pressure on the nerves intensifies, leading to various uncomfortable symptoms. This could range from mild itching to more severe tingling or pain. The worst part? This strain is compounded when we stay in one position for too long, which worsens blood circulation and increases the stress on the nerves, creating a vicious cycle of discomfort and further damage. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. In addition to spinal issues, conditions like degenerative disc disease can make the situation worse. In this condition, the intervertebral discs, which serve as natural shock absorbers for the spine, lose their flexibility and cushioning abilities. This leads to a narrowing of the space between the vertebrae, which can put even more pressure on the nerves. The result is that familiar feeling of itching, tingling, or discomfort creeping up your neck and shoulders. It's not just a matter of discomfort. This issue can significantly affect your quality of life if left unchecked. But the back of the neck isn't just vulnerable because of spinal and nerve-related issues. The skin itself can also contribute to that maddening itching sensation. The skin in the neck area is delicate and sensitive, and it can be easily irritated by things we might not even notice. Tight collars, scarves, or straps from clothing can rub against the skin, creating friction that leads to irritation. If your skin is naturally dry or prone to eczema, the irritation can be even worse. Conditions like eczema, psoriasis, or other dermatological problems can cause itching that's not just irritating, but downright maddening. Imagine feeling like you can't stop scratching, and the itch seems to get worse with each passing moment. This is the kind of itching that sticks with you, making it difficult to focus on anything else. If the itching on the back of your neck is more than just a temporary annoyance and it's accompanied by other concerning symptoms, such as pain, stiffness, limited range of motion, or muscle weakness, it's time to take notice. This may no longer be just a simple case of irritated skin. It could be a sign of something much more serious related to your spine or nerves. It's crucial not to ignore these warning signs, as conditions like nerve impingement, herniated discs, or inflammation in the spinal structures can escalate quickly if left untreated. I believe it's vital to listen to your body. It's easy to dismiss the small symptoms, chalking them up to aging or stress. But this type of discomfort shouldn't be ignored. If you're experiencing persistent or worsening symptoms, make an appointment with a healthcare provider as soon as possible. Early intervention can make a significant difference in managing spinal health and preventing further complications down the road. The longer you wait, the more challenging it can be to address the issue effectively. Taking action now will not only help relieve the symptoms, but will also help protect your long-term health and mobility. Don't let these warning signs go unheeded. Take control of your health and seek the care you deserve before the situation worsens. 3. Chest and upper torso. Itching in the chest and upper torso. It's a feeling many of us have experienced at some point, and it's hard to ignore when it starts. The sensation can feel not just annoying but also unsettling, especially as we age. The skin in these areas may itch for a variety of reasons, and while it's easy to dismiss it as a simple irritation, there may be deeper, more concerning factors at play. Let's take a closer look at why this happens and what it could mean for our health, particularly as we grow older. As we age, the body's ability to function efficiently starts to change, and unfortunately, our skin can bear the brunt of these changes. One of the most important things to consider when we experience persistent itching in the chest or upper torso is the potential connection to heart health. The idea of a simple itch being tied to heart disease or high blood pressure might sound extreme, but the truth is that these conditions can deeply impact the circulation in our bodies. As we get older, the heart may not pump blood as efficiently, and our blood vessels can lose their flexibility. This means that our skin, especially in sensitive areas like the chest, can become deprived of the nutrients and moisture it desperately needs. Without proper blood flow, the skin becomes dry, rough, and more vulnerable to irritation, which manifests as itching. It's not just a random inconvenience. It's the body's way of signaling that something may be wrong. It's an uncomfortable reality that we need to face, especially since these symptoms may worsen over time if left unchecked. But the heart isn't the only organ that could be responsible for this persistent itching. Our liver and kidneys play critical roles in filtering out waste products and toxins from our bloodstream. When either of these organs is not functioning as it should, they may struggle to cleanse the body properly, causing a buildup of harmful substances. These substances can trigger a form of generalized itching known as pruritus, which occurs without an obvious rash. This type of itching can spread throughout the body, but it may be particularly noticeable in the chest and upper torso. If the cause is related to liver or kidney disease, the discomfort tends to get worse if the condition remains untreated. It's a serious issue that shouldn't be ignored, especially if you notice the itching persisting over time. Beyond organ-related health concerns, we also have to consider the role of allergies and medication side effects in causing itching. Many people are unaware that medications prescribed for heart disease, blood pressure, or cholesterol can trigger itching as a side effect. It's a reminder that our health is complex, and sometimes the treatments we take to feel better can bring about uncomfortable reactions. Additionally, allergies to food, environmental factors, or even substances like fragrances, lotions, soaps, and laundry detergents can cause localized itching in the chest and upper torso. The skin in this area is often more sensitive due to its proximity to vital organs, making it even more prone to irritation. It's easy to overlook these seemingly small symptoms, but when the chest, an area so closely connected to our heart, lungs, and major blood vessels, is affected, it's crucial not to ignore what your body is trying to tell you. Persistent itching in this area, especially if it's accompanied by other troubling symptoms like shortness of breath, fatigue, swelling in the extremities, or changes in skin color or texture, should not be dismissed. These could signal a more significant health issue that requires attention. Your body is speaking to you, and the sooner you listen, the better. The truth is, early detection is key. When we're proactive about our health and seek help at the first signs of discomfort, we open the door to early intervention, which can prevent more severe complications down the road. If the itching continues, becomes more intense, or is accompanied by other symptoms, please don't wait. Consult a healthcare provider who can thoroughly evaluate your condition. A professional can look into your medical history, run necessary tests, and offer treatment or lifestyle adjustments to help alleviate your symptoms. Your health and well-being are too precious to ignore these warning signs. 4. Hands and wrists. Persistent itching in the hands and wrists isn't just a minor annoyance. It can be a sign of deeper, underlying health issues that deserve our attention. For many older adults, this uncomfortable sensation can be more than just a temporary irritation. It could point to conditions that affect the joints, nerves, or skin, often causing frustration that extends far beyond the itch itself. These symptoms may come and go, but when they persist, it's important to recognize that they are signals from our body that something needs to be addressed. In older individuals, one of the most common culprits of itching in the hands and wrists is arthritis, particularly osteoarthritis. This degenerative joint disease, which tends to affect us as we age, often targets the hands and wrists, where the joints become worn down over time. Alongside the typical symptoms of osteoarthritis, pain, stiffness, and limited mobility, itching may also make an appearance. It may sound odd, but inflammation caused by joint degeneration can irritate the skin surrounding the affected joints. This creates a vicious cycle where the itchiness and inflammation only add to the discomfort of the joint pain, exacerbating the frustration. In addition to arthritis, another significant factor to consider is nerve-related issues. Carpal tunnel syndrome, a common condition in older adults, occurs when the median nerve, which runs through the wrist and into the hand, becomes compressed. The pressure on this nerve can result in a variety of uncomfortable symptoms: tingling, numbness, and even weakness in the hand. But one of the often overlooked symptoms is itching. While we usually think of carpal tunnel in terms of numbness or pain, itching can be an early warning sign that the nerve is under stress. The longer the nerve is compressed, the more intense the discomfort becomes, often requiring medical intervention to prevent further damage. But it doesn't end there. Skin conditions are another common cause of itching in the hands and wrists. Dry skin is especially prevalent during colder months or in environments with low humidity, both of which can leave the skin feeling parched, cracked, and incredibly itchy. The dryness can become so severe that it causes the skin to flake, peel, or even bleed, making it impossible to avoid scratching. While this can often be managed with moisturizing treatments, it's important to note that if the itch persists despite regular hydration, there may be deeper causes at play. One such condition is eczema, a chronic skin disorder that causes inflamed, red, and itchy patches of skin. Eczema can flare up due to a variety of triggers: environmental changes, stress, or even diet. And if left untreated, the constant cycle of itching and scratching can worsen the rash, creating even more irritation. Allergic reactions can also be a factor in the itchy sensation. Certain soaps, lotions, or medications may trigger an allergic response in some people, leading to itching that is often accompanied by redness, swelling, or the formation of hives. Keeping track of any new products or substances you introduce into your routine can help pinpoint the allergens causing the issue. This simple step can lead to relief and prevent further discomfort. Sometimes, the condition of our skin can be influenced by what's going on inside our bodies. For example, a poor diet, especially one lacking in essential nutrients, can cause the skin to become dry and more prone to irritation. Nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin E, and other vital vitamins play a crucial role in maintaining healthy, hydrated skin. Omega-3s, in particular, help to maintain the skin's moisture barrier, and a deficiency in these fats can lead to dry, inflamed skin that's more susceptible to itching. Similarly, insufficient hydration can exacerbate dryness, making the itchiness even worse. That's why it's so important to drink enough water and eat a balanced diet rich in the nutrients our skin needs to stay healthy and comfortable. If the itching in your hands and wrists is accompanied by other troubling symptoms, such as noticeable swelling, weakness, numbness, or intense pain, it's crucial to seek medical attention right away. These symptoms could indicate a more serious issue, such as a nerve condition, an autoimmune disease, or even advanced stages of arthritis. In these cases, it's essential to see a healthcare provider who can perform diagnostic tests to identify the root cause. Once a diagnosis is made, various treatment options, such as medications, lifestyle changes, physical therapy, or other therapies, can be explored to manage the condition and alleviate discomfort. Early intervention is vital in preventing the problem from worsening and in improving the overall quality of life for those affected. What I want to stress here is that persistent itching in the hands and wrists should never be dismissed as a simple nuisance. It can be a sign of something much deeper, and ignoring it can lead to long-term discomfort and complications. As we grow older, we must listen to what our bodies are telling us. These signs are not just random. They are messages, urging us to take action and to care for ourselves in the way we deserve. Don't wait until things become unbearable. The sooner we address these issues, the better our chances of managing them effectively and maintaining the vibrant health we all deserve. 5. Lower back and hip region. Itching in the lower back and hip region is a symptom that should never be brushed aside, particularly for older adults. This discomfort, which may seem like a simple annoyance, can signal much deeper, more serious health concerns. I feel it's essential to recognize that the body speaks to us, and when these areas itch persistently, it could be a call for help from within. In older adults, this sensation can be especially alarming because they are more vulnerable to conditions that affect the kidneys, nerves, and skin, all of which are critical to overall health and well-being. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. One of the most concerning causes of itching in these areas is related to kidney dysfunction, something that often goes unnoticed until it becomes severe. The kidneys have such an important role in our bodies, regulating fluid balance, filtering waste, and eliminating toxins through the urinary system. When they begin to fail, whether due to chronic kidney disease or acute kidney failure, the body's ability to cleanse itself becomes impaired. Toxins that would normally be filtered out build up in the bloodstream, leading to a condition known as uremia. Uremia can manifest in many troubling ways, but one of the most persistent and unbearable symptoms is itching, especially in the lower back, hips, and sometimes all over the body. This kind of itching, often referred to as uremic pruritus, is especially common in advanced stages of kidney disease. It's the body's painful way of signaling that something is wrong, and it should never be ignored. I can't help but feel that many individuals suffering from this type of condition might not fully recognize the severity of their symptoms, which is why it's so crucial to be aware of the link between kidney health and persistent itching. Another potential cause of discomfort in the lower back and hip region stems from nerve-related issues, which are unfortunately all too common in aging adults. The spine and the nerves in the lower back are often under a great deal of strain, and conditions like sciatica, herniated discs, or spinal stenosis can cause compression or irritation of the nerves. This can lead to a variety of unpleasant sensations, including pain, numbness, and yes, itching. Sciatica, for instance, occurs when the sciatic nerve is compressed or irritated, and while it's often associated with sharp, shooting pain, it can also cause strange feelings of tingling, numbness, and itching that radiate from the lower spine and into the hips and legs. I think it's easy to underestimate how nerve issues in the spine can affect our daily lives, but conditions like spinal stenosis, where the spaces within the spine begin to narrow, can place pressure on both the spinal cord and nerves. This causes symptoms like tingling, pain, and itching that don't just go away but rather intensify over time. Ignoring these signs can lead to much more debilitating problems down the line, making it crucial to get medical advice as soon as possible if you suspect that nerve issues may be behind your discomfort. Diabetes also plays a significant role in this conversation. Many people with long-term diabetes face a complication known as diabetic neuropathy, a condition that results in nerve damage due to consistently high blood sugar levels. As nerve endings become progressively damaged, the body's ability to send proper sensory signals to the brain is impaired, and symptoms like tingling, burning, numbness, and yes, itching become common, especially in the lower back, hips, and legs. I have always been deeply moved by how diabetes can silently wreak havoc on the body, and diabetic neuropathy is one of the more painful and uncomfortable consequences. If left uncontrolled, the nerve dysfunction can lead to persistent, irritating symptoms that can severely impact quality of life. In addition to these internal health concerns, external factors like skin conditions can also contribute to the itching sensation in the lower back and hip area. For those who suffer from chronic skin conditions like eczema or psoriasis, the irritation and discomfort can be overwhelming. Eczema, for example, leads to inflamed, red, and extremely itchy skin. It's often triggered by environmental factors such as dry weather, irritants, or stress. Psoriasis, another chronic condition, causes skin cells to grow too quickly, leading to thick, scaly patches that become itchy and inflamed. Both of these conditions are not just physically uncomfortable but also emotionally taxing, as they can impact a person's self-esteem and quality of life. As someone who has seen the toll these skin conditions can take on individuals, it's heartbreaking to realize that the lower back and hip areas are particularly susceptible to irritation. Whether it's the friction from clothing or the sweat from increased physical activity, these areas can easily become aggravated by conditions like eczema and psoriasis. Fungal infections like athlete's foot or ringworm, which thrive in warm, moist environments, can also cause intense itching and irritation. This is especially true for those with limited mobility, where sweat can accumulate in skin folds, creating the perfect breeding ground for fungal growth. These infections can be incredibly uncomfortable and frustrating to deal with, particularly when they're not immediately addressed. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch and learn with us today. From understanding the underlying causes of itching in the lower back and hip region to recognizing how conditions like kidney dysfunction, nerve damage, and skin conditions can affect our bodies, we've covered a lot of crucial information. So, what have you learned so far? Was there a particular insight that stood out to you or made you think twice about your health? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Share one thing you've learned today that you're going to take to heart and practice in your own life. Whether it's paying more attention to symptoms, seeking medical advice sooner, or simply being more mindful of your body's signals, your thoughts are valuable. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please leave your comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content designed to help you live your healthiest, happiest life. Together, we can keep learning and growing stronger every day. Thank you for being a part of our community.